with great power comes great responsibility, right? And so if we can take marketing and ethics and we can put it back together, we can sort of put away some of the things that we think about around sales funnels. Too many upsells, slimy, doesn't sell the right stuff, they're ugly, all that kind of stuff. And we can reimagine them for our business.
A lot of people don't realize the power of sales funnels. Sales funnels, not only do they help you generate revenues, they help you scale time. Right now, I have sales funnels that are generating leads and sales for me right now. And I believe our next guest teaches this in the most simplistic yet powerful way. Her name is Julie Stoian. She's a good friend. She's a partner in business with us. And I am so grateful to have her teaching this today. She's the only one teaching this in the 7 days. And so we're in the revenues and the scale bucket. So would y'all welcome to Platform Tour all of the dozen different places where this is being streamed, backstage, front stage, Spanish-speaking VIPs everywhere. Would y'all welcome to the stage Julie Stoian?
Thank you so much, Pete. As always, you put on some of the best stage platform events I have ever seen. I am super grateful for you and your team and the people that you bring together. Just incredible. I've been watching the chat, been watching all the speakers. You guys are just some of the greatest people to speak to, of how engaged you are. My name is Julie Stoian. I'm an internet marketer. I am a sales funnel expert. I am the co-founder of Funnel Gorgeous. We teach knockout design and brilliant marketing. We kind of put those two things together. We run software. We help you build your all-in-one marketing platform. And most importantly, we help you do it in a way that feels good for your personality, for your mission, for your ethics, for your customers. So how many of you, when I say the word sales funnel, like what's the first thing that comes to mind? Because I know for some people, they know what sales funnels are. For other people, they're just like, tech, right? That's the first thing they hear. I got money, cold calling, a lot of work, clickbait, hard, but lots of upsells, tech, not sure. Okay. So I keep trying to figure out if I can get a good definition that will really make sense for people when we talk about sales funnels, because they are the key to selling online. Okay. They are the key to selling online, but we have to kind of expose what they're not and then imagine what they are. So in its most basic form, a sales funnel is a digital sales process. Up until the invention of the internet, we knew about real life sales process, right? You need a Christmas present for your nephew. You go downtown, you go to the store, you go into the toy store, you pick out a toy, there's maybe a salesperson there helping you pick out that toy. You get to the register, you pay for the toy, and you leave. That is a real life sales process, right? So sales funnels are just that digitally, okay? So it means that it is using specific web pages to help you make decisions about what to buy without a human involved. And so the reason why they're so popular is because right now, while Pete is in Dallas, while I'm sitting here with you from my home in Connecticut, sales funnels are doing the work. They are helping people make money, like buying decisions online through a digital sales process. All right, so are we all on the same page with that? Now, sales funnels can be built with all kinds of tools. The biggest thing to know about sales funnels is that you really need 5 assets to make a sales funnel. Okay, so these are them. I'm going to read them really fast. The first is you need a sales asset. So this is the actual page that you sell on. right? So it could be a video, could be a webinar, could be a piece of copy. It's a sales asset. So that's the first thing you need. The second thing you need is the cart asset. That's where the actual money gets exchanged. All right, so an order form. So just think about order forms on Shopify, order forms on WordPress, order forms on Kartra, on FG Funnels, where we run ours. Like it's an order form. The third is you need a delivery asset. This is how they actually get the product. Okay, so maybe it's a membership area. Maybe it's a phone call. Maybe it's a Zoom room like this. What's the delivery? How is it getting delivered? The fourth is the follow-up asset. The follow-up asset is emails, it's texts, it's messenger, it's some way to reach them if they didn't exactly buy that first time, or if they did and you need to give them a message. And then the last asset, which is the one that, Pete tackles all the time, is traffic. How do you get in front of the right people? The traffic asset. And you can have basically an unlimited amount of traffic assets to your funnel. You can be on stages, you can run paid ads, you can do public relations, PR media, okay? So if you have these five assets, you have a digital sales funnel. It can be built in all kinds of tools. So what I want to talk about with you today is sort of sales funnels exposed and reimagined, because some of you said that you just had some kind of negative connotations of sales funnels, right? I saw some of you say like 8 million upsells, you're in there, you're checking out, and like, you can't get out of the funnel, right? It's just like, buy more, buy more, buy more, buy more, right? Some people would say that they're kind of slimy, or that they sell things that are kind of, you get the stuff and you're like, this isn't, like, it overpromised and underdelivered. Sometimes it's like a bait and switch, right? You think you're buying one thing and then you're actually buying something else. And the reason why sales funnels have gotten kind of a bad rap is because as the market has matured, there has been this movement, which is now changing, but there has been this movement to remove ethics from marketing. And so a lot of these sales funnels were really big money grabs by people who don't actually want to change the world, people who don't actually have a mission. They saw the dollar signs and they went for it. And so we end up getting just sort of this kind of bad taste in our mouth when we talk about sales funnels, but they are so powerful. They're unbelievably powerful. And with great power comes great responsibility, right? And so if we can take marketing and ethics and we can put it back together, we can sort of put away some of the things that we think about around sales funnels. Too many upsells, slimy, doesn't sell the right stuff, they're ugly, all that kind of stuff. And we can reimagine them for our business, for 2021, for 2022, for smarter customers. So that's what I want to kind of go over, and sort of the three things that are changing about customers and sales funnels that we are seeing at Funnel Gorgeous that should probably get you guys excited to use funnels in your business. So the first is that we are going to reimagine sales funnels today need to be clear more than they are clever. If I said to you, go down to the store and I need you to go buy some bait because I want to go fishing, and there's a bait and tackle shop on the outside, and then you get in and they're selling lingerie, you're going to be like, what the heck? Like, right? Like, total bait and switch. And this happens all the time in funnels. But customers are getting smarter. They're getting so much smarter. So what we're seeing is that you don't have to be clever. You do not have to be sneaky. You don't need some like magic copy. You need to be clear, okay? And so they want to know 3 seconds, usually is the amount of time that you have when someone lands on that first page of your funnel. You have about 3 seconds to get their attention and to get them like in your funnel and reading and hopefully buying. So here's a little game you can do. When you guys go and you write your sales copy or do your video, I want you to give it to a stranger, someone who has no idea who you are, your market. And I want you to see if they can figure out in 3 seconds what you're selling. If they can't, it's not clear enough yet, and you need to go back. And now, even if they can't quite grasp what you're selling, because some of you probably sell like more complicated things, they still should know where you're going with the copy within 3 seconds. And if they don't, you've got more work to do. Okay, so we are seeing that customers like clear over clever, which is good news if you felt like you weren't super clever. Now, on your sales page, to be clear, these are the things I want you to make sure you include. The problem. That's the first thing. You need to make sure that they understand the problem. The second thing that needs to be on that sales page is the solution. Do not hide the solution. Do not be afraid to share with them what the solution is for fear that they won't buy your course or they won't buy your program if you give away. I promise you that I have seen more people buy from me because I give away my information freely than hiding it behind a paywall. So give the solution. Tease the solution on the sales page. Problem, solution. Tell them why that matters. Why does the solution matter? How is it going to make their life better? So that's benefits. Then go into features, which is what's actually included in your product, and then give some social proof. Make sure your sales page has those 5 things to be clear more than clever. Your customers will thank you for it. Okay. All right, number 2, in Sales Funnels Reimagined, we are going from pushy funnels to patient funnels. And a lot of people don't like the word patience because patience sounds boring and long and tedious. But here's the thing. This is one of my favorite shifts that I'm seeing in the market. Instead of being like, did someone buy in my funnel or not buy in my funnel? What we're seeing is, did someone buy in my funnel, or is someone not yet ready to buy, but still a part of my community? So we're going from yes and no to yes and not yet. I had someone go through my funnel the other day, and they wrote to me and they said, Julie, I have been following you since 2016. You do not want sales funnels that make people need a shower afterwards, right? You want people to go through your sales funnel and say, oh, that's amazing. Maybe I can't do it right now, but I'm still going to hang around this person because they seem like they're a really cool person and they have some really amazing things. And so we're going from, if we think about this in sort of like the analogy, if you go to a store, do you like the salesperson that's like right on your back? You know what I mean? It's like asking you a million questions and you're just like, oh my God, let me think. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So sales funnels for the long haul. So what this looks like from a technical standpoint is that we use lots of ways to stay in touch with the customer, even if they don't buy. So patience versus pushiness means we understand that 95% of people are not going to buy the first time they go into your funnel. I don't care how good of a funnel designer you are, they're just not going to buy. So we want to go from yes to no to yes to not yet. And we want to invite them to the community. We want to stay in touch with them through texting or through Messenger or through social or through email. And so the best sales funnels in 2021 and 2022 are playing the long game, okay? They are not playing the short game. They are not trying to just, churn and burn, so to speak, right? Okay, so that's the second one. We're going to patience instead of being pushy. The third one I call, we're going from mediocre to mindful. So now I want you to imagine that you're back at that toy store. So mediocre to mindful. You're at that toy store. You've got this toy. In one store you go to, you get to the checkout and there's like alcohol right by the register. Or maybe like, I don't know, cigarettes or pantyhose or I don't know, something just random stuff that nobody needs. Nobody needs pantyhose in my opinion. Like that was the worst invention ever. Okay, so it's like, you're just like, oh my God, like what is all this crap? Like, I just want to check out, like I can't get through, right? That's what happens in a lot of crappy sales funnels. They're just like throwing bonuses at you and stuff. And you're just like, I don't need it. Now imagine you go to a different toy store, but at that toy store, you have, right at checkout, you have the wrapping paper. You have the birthday card. You have the batteries for the remote control car. you're going to buy more stuff, aren't you? And you're also going to be like, oh, thank you. Now I don't have to go to Walmart and get wrapping paper, and I don't have to get batteries, right? So the store owner has been mindful. They have really gotten in your head about what you need when you're at checkout at that toy store. And they're giving you the things that you actually need. This is raising your order value, right? And so instead of just mediocre crap, you're just like, you don't even know what you're buying. You don't really need it. You now have mindful order bumps and upsells and things that just actually, you're so excited to buy. You're just like, this is amazing. Thank you for thinking of me, right? Now I want to just tell you a little story. I have a dear friend. Her name is Wendy. She's one of my clients. She makes six figures, multi six figures a year in the craziest market ever. You ready? You guys are never going to guess. I would ask you to guess, but I'll run out of time. She upholsters chairs. I'm not kidding. And she teaches people how to upholster chairs. Her business is called Chair Whimsy. And she runs multi six-figure sales funnels, teaching people how to do chairs. And one of the funny things about her sales funnel is, she's teaching you like, okay, you want to like upholster a chair. That's great. Well, you get to check out, and the order bump is, hey, do you have trouble picking out fabric? And people are like, oh my God, why, yes, I do. Right. And then they order that course as well. Right. So that is what I'm talking about mindfulness. So when you guys are thinking about your offers and you're thinking about the way that you can solve the problem, think about all the possible like little things around that problem that you could help them with, right? They're going to be excited to buy. They're going to feel supported in their purchase. They're not going to feel annoyed like old sales funnels used to be. And so as you're thinking about your offers, go deep in the problem and think about how you can mindfully and helpfully serve them, because people will continue to buy from you until you either disappoint them or you stop selling. There's only two reasons people are going to stop buying from you. So if we have all committed to like ethical marketing around our products, as long as we continue to sell in a mindful way, in a patient way, in a clear way, people will keep buying. And sales funnels are the digital process by which we do this, so that instead of you having to do all the work, one-on-one sales calls, you can have a sales funnel doing these same things. So to quickly recap, because I know I just threw like a lot of stuff at you, sales funnels are just a digital sales process of what we are all used to in the real world. Sales funnels have 5 assets to actually make a funnel. They have a sales asset, a cart asset, a delivery asset, a follow-up asset, and traffic assets. They can actually have lots of traffic assets. This is what Pete and his team are so good at teaching, how to get that traffic, how to get those eyeballs. Okay, that's what sales funnels are. And we talk about these 3 shifts that we're seeing in the market, which is clarity in your offers versus being clever, and making sure that you are tackling the problem, the solution, the benefit, the feature, and the proof to be clearly selling. The second thing is that we are patient. We are not pushy. We are looking for the yes or the not yet, not the yes and the no. We are in it for the long game. We are reaching out to them in text and email. We are keeping connected, knowing that sometimes the sales process isn't super short, and that's okay. And the third shift we're seeing is we are mindful. We are making mindful offers, mindful order bumps, mindful bonuses that get people excited instead of feeling like they're getting mediocre crap at the register. And with those 3 things, you guys can put aside the idea of what the old sales funnels were like and think about how you can be leveraging these smarter customers, smarter clients, and these just better sales funnels where marketing and ethics are connected, and where you can feel really, really good about what you put out into the world, because it mirrors who you are as a person. It mirrors the quality of your product. and it mirrors the experience that you want to give your customer. Anyway, you guys, I want to just be mindful of time. I know Pete has an amazing lineup. I hope that was helpful for you. I threw a lot at you, but Pete, I wanted to give everyone kind of a big overview. And guys, go check out Chair Whimsy. She's amazing. Go check her out. She's cool. And I love to share stories like that, because sometimes we think we're in a market where we can't make money. And she's just killing it, teaching people how to upholster chairs and changing the world in her creativity. And I love to just kind of share that. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. Again, I'm Julie Stoian, co-founder of Funnel Gorgeous. So
thank you for delivering magic today. Every single time, it's so simple and so clear. So thank you so much.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Give it up for Julie. Come on, Backstagers. We got thousands of VIPs in Zoom rooms. Come on.